We're hanging out here with Ellie. And Heidi. Heidi just got a bath. And perhaps he's thinking on having breakfast. Because he's just been basking since I got him up. It's 9. I got him at 6:30. We do things, you know. I get him up at 6:30. I put him out here. He basks. He has to limber up, you know. Our reptilian bodies, our amphibian bodies are stiff. So they need the sun and the warmth of the sun to, you know, get moving. So he was looking around and I decided to water him. I also need to limber up in the morning. So at 6:30 I got up and I stretched while I was watching TV. Well, I had the TV on while I was stretching. Then I proceeded to have breakfast and read the newspapers and do the crossword as far as I could. And then I went on to my computer and did my, you know, morning stuff. Then I completed my EI report, which I'd forgotten about, which I remembered last night. So I reported that. And yeah, here I am. Finally brushed my teeth, got dressed, been hanging around in my nightie. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Yesterday, while I was gone, picking up my son at the airport, Heidi roamed around, and the last few days he's been hanging out underneath the bench where my shoes normally sit. So he was squeezed in between some shoes the day before. And I thought that wasn't a great idea. He didn't pee or anything, but whatever. So my husband yesterday, he rescued my shoes before Heidi went under there. And that was fortunate because sometime during the day, while I was gone, he peed. And we didn't notice until later in the day because he seemed to be so happy and quiet and hiding under the bench. And so there I was later on in the evening cleaning up his pee. And it had sat around under him. Because it's invisible, right? You can't see it unless there's a light there or something. And so it looked like there was nothing there, and there it was. So that took a little bit of disinfecting to get rid of. And the smell just sort of, yeah. Anyway, so I decided to give him water, sufficient water this morning to dilute his pee the next time he peed. Because that's what I presumed it was, that he hadn't had any water in a day and that the pee was more concentrated. Who knows? Anyway, he's had his water. He's looking alert. He's got his breakfast. That's his food for the day. He's got his meal. Huh? What do you think? What do you think, Ellie? Ellie and me, we're hanging out. I have not started work. I I actually started lesson planning because the day before I had succeeded in doing a module. It's like a plan for a whole unit and all the tasks that you're going to be doing for that whole unit. What's up? Really? Hanging with Heidi. Ellie and Heidi hanging out. Yeah, so I tried to set up a module, and I did set up the one module, but then it just got overwhelming. So I started working on a lesson for next week, and that seemed much more comforting to me. And I got a few days done. It's just more concrete work. It's not so abstract. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the lesson plans for all my classes this week. And then on the weekend, maybe I'll start doing module planning for the other classes. But I just wasn't into it yesterday anymore. I'm going to text Elisa today to see if we could, get together a little earlier. So it doesn't need to be, 4 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm not working. And that way we get it out of the way. So I'm hoping she'll be agreeable to that. Yeah, I keep on looking up there for the clock that isn't up there. My husband hasn't, he has to change the hook. The hooks are still for the other clock, which I broke. But now that my son is back from Korea, the Korea clock can go up there and be the normal time clock again. And that's that. That's that. I'm all good. How are you?